The National Football League. The NFL is one of the four major North American professional sports leagues, the highest professional level of American football in the world. The NFL's 18-week regular season runs from early September to early January, with each team playing 17 games and having one bye week. Following the conclusion of the regular season, 7 teams from each conference advance to the playoffs, a single elimination tournament culminating in the Super Bowl, which is usually held on the first Sunday in February and is played between the champions of the NFC and AFC. The league is headquartered in New York City. The NFL was formed in 1920 as the American Professional Football Association of any professional sports league in the world and is the most popular sports league in the United States. The Super Bowl is also among the biggest club sporting events in the world, with the individual games accounting for many of the most watched television programs in American history and all occupying the Nielsen's top 5 tally of the all-time most watched U.S. television broadcasts by 2015. The NFL is the wealthiest professional sports league by revenue, and the sports league with the most valuable teams. The Green Bay Packers hold the most combined NFL championships with 13, winning 9 titles before the Super Bowl era and 4 Super Bowls afterwards. Since the creation of the Super Bowl, the Pittsburgh Steelers and New England Patriots both have the most championship titles at 6. On August 20, 1920, a meeting was held by representatives of the Akron Pros, Canton Bulldogs, Cleveland Indians, and Dayton Triangles at the Jordan and Hupp Mobile Auto Showroom in Canton, Ohio. This meeting resulted in the formation of the American Professional Football Conference, a group who, according to the Canton Evening Repository, intended to raise the standard of professional football in every way possible, to eliminate bidding for players between rival clubs and to secure cooperation in the formation of schedules. Another meeting was held on September 17, 1920 with representatives from teams from 4 states, Akron, Canton, Cleveland, and Dayton from Ohio, the Hammond Pros and Muncie Flyers from Indiana, the Rochester Jeffersons from New York, and the Rock Island Independents, Decatur Staleys, and Racine, the Massillon Tigers from Massillon, Ohio. Was also at the September 17 meeting, but did not field a team in 1920. Only 2 of these teams, the Decatur Staleys and the Chicago Cardinals, remain. Although the league did not maintain official standings for its 1920 inaugural season and teams played schedules that included non-league opponents, the APFA awarded the Akron Pros the championship by virtue of their 8-0-3 record. The first event occurred on September 26, 1920 when the Rock Island Independents defeated the non-league St. Paul Ideals 48-0 at Douglas Park. On October 3, 1920, the first full week of league play occurred. The following season resulted in the Chicago Staleys controversially winning the title over the Buffalo All-Americans. On June 24, 1922, the APFA changed its name to the National Football League. In 1932, the season ended with the Chicago Bears at the end of the season was declared the champion. The only tiebreaker was that in the event of a tie if 2 teams played twice in a season, the result of the second game determined the title. This method had been used since the league's creation in 1920. But no situation had been encountered where 2 teams were tied for first. The league quickly determined that a playoff game between Chicago and Portsmouth was needed to decide the league's champion. The teams were originally scheduled to play the playoff game, officially a regular season game that would count towards the regular season standings, at Wrigley Field in Chicago. But a combination of heavy snow and extreme cold forced the game to be moved indoors to Chicago Stadium, which did not have a regulation-size football field. Playing with altered rules to accommodate the smaller playing field, the Bears won the game 9-0 and thus won the championship. Fan interest in the de facto championship game led the NFL, beginning in 1933, to split into 2 divisions with a championship game to be played between the division champions. The 1934 season also marked the first of 12 seasons in which African Americans were absent from the league. The de facto ban was rescinded in 1946, following public pressure and coinciding with the removal of a similar ban in Major League Baseball. The NFL was always the largest professional football league in the United States. It nevertheless faced numerous rival professional leagues through the 1930s and 1940s. Rival leagues included at least 3 separate American Football Leagues and the All-America Football Conference. By the 1950s, the NFL had an effective monopoly on professional football in the United States. Its only competition in North America was the Profess.